Greetings, mortals. It is I, the embodiment of manliness, Big Dan.
I'm Little Dan.
And we're going to the Bloodstock Festival.
Yes, we fucking are. It's in about a few weeks' time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're now trained veterans at
We've done it
Bloodstock Festival. We've done it a few times.
Once or twice we've done it before.
Oh, only a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
So we thought we would give our combined wisdom and give it to any new goers to Bloodstock Festival.
Yeah.
Now, we are not the wisest people in the world. Far from it. But we think our own meandering experience might be of some help to some people for some fucking reason.
From mistakes that we've made.
Yes.
You shall learn and not create the same mistakes. Well, you probably will, but fuck it. Here's a list of shit to do or not do. But before we get into the Mad Lad, let's talk about Bloodstock a little bit, because obviously they've come out with all their COVID stuff now, haven't they?
Yeah.
You have to have a negative test.
Yes.
I keep saying positive. You have to get a negative test every time before you come up to the festival.
Mm-hmm. Just a little, was it 36 hours in advance?
Yeah.
Have your little up-the-nose swabby home testing, you then somehow upload that to some website, and they send you a magic text message which allows you to get into the festival.
Yeah, mine turned up today.
Yeah, my pack turned up today as well.
Yeah.
So, go online, order your packs, go to the chemist, get one if you want to get into the festival.
You're not going to do it before, and do it with plenty of time before, and even do it in the morning before the festival. Don't do it in the fucking queue, and then you've got no phone signal and you're holding the queue up. The idea is you've got to get...
The worst thing you could do is do it in the queue, surrounded by people, then you realise you've got COVID.
Yeah. Seriously, make an effort and do some preparation beforehand. Get everything in order.
Yeah.
So you're not holding up the queue, because queue time's annoying at best, and this is going to add to that. So the queues are not going to be fun this year. So yeah, that's that out of the way. Shall we do the list of advice?
Yeah, that's what we're here for, I guess.
Right, I'll open up my list. Planning. I've subtitled this one planning.
We're not good at that.
Which is part of that bit beforehand of sorting out your tests and everything else.
Yeah, sort out your fucking test.
So
and don't fucking cheat and get your mates to take the test for you if you come back positive. Yeah. You bastards.
Or swab your dog. So the first thing I've written down is queue. So that leads into that. You're going to be in the queue for a while.
Yep.
Regardless of whether there was going to be any testing or anything like that. They're probably going to do the whole head scanning thing, temperature as well, whilst you've been stood in the sun for a good 2-3 hours whilst you're queuing. Make sure you take your ticket. Don't forget your ticket. You're going to need that. Pack your ticket in your backpack or whatever.
When I'm on my way from the car park
to
the to the gates at Bloodstock, I'm constantly putting my hand in my pocket to check my ticket is still there.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't care if I accidentally lost my entire shipment of beer as long as I've still got that fucking ticket on me.
So you are going to be queuing for a while. Take some hydration with you for the queue.
Right, straight away, I'm sorry Dan, that's bollocks.
Yeah.
What you want to do, that year that I forgot to take hydration with me for the queue, and I just took neat rum.
Yeah, we drank that rum.
We drank that
in
rum.
The queue.
How much better did that make queuing for 2 hours? It was brilliant. I was tipsy by the time I got there. I wasn't minding that much.
I was parched. I needed my thirst quenching, and all we had was straight rum.
It's a great idea.
Spiced rum.
It's a great idea, mate. It's brilliant. You're sourced, and you don't care anymore. It's great.
So yeah, prepare for the queue. You're going to be there for a while. There'll be some guys playing some speakers, having some beers in the queue, having some tunes. Join in with any chanting or anything else going on, because there will be some fun times in the queue. But you'll be bitching because you'll pick your bag up, take 2 steps forward, put your bag down again. It gets annoying, frustrating.
It's too much like manual labour, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Like that.
It's a week off.
Like
To be honest. More with planning. Make a list of the bands that you want to see,
and then ignore them completely when you get pissed in the campsite.
Plan the real bands you want to see. Like there might be 2 or 3 bands that you definitely have to see that year. Everything else, then make minor bands. You don't mind missing everything. If you don't mind missing them, it's not the end of the world, because you are going to miss some bands you want to see, because you are going to get drunk or just forget time, because time becomes meaningless at that point in the festival.
If you can't find any bands that you definitely want to see, or at a bit of a lull point where there's in between bands, just go and hit up the safe stage. Go hit up the New Blood stage. Go hit up the Jaeger stage, because guaranteed there's going to be something.
Make time to just randomly walk into a tent and see what's going on in there. Stand for 5 minutes, go, it's not for me, or you might find something you like. You never know, because bands live are very.
Or you
different.
might find something you completely hate, which is just as fun sometimes.
Yeah. You can just shout abuse something, I guess.
Yeah.
But the main thing with planning and your bands that you want to see is knowing when clashes are.
Yes.
Knowing so you can plan around them. So if there is like a 5-minute crossover between two bands that you want to see, you can know that you might want to leave 2 songs towards the last of their set of one band to go make it to see the start of the next band or whatever you want to see. Because there is a bit of travel distance sometimes between some stages. Depends on what you want to do, where you are. If you're at the barrier on the Dio stage and you want to get to the front of the Sophie stage, it's a lot of people to get through. Physically, it's not that much distance, but there's a lot of people in the way.
I mean, sometimes you will be going to see a band at another stage, going between stage, and in between something fucking amazing happens.
Yeah.
Like you see your mate passed out in a field.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. Yeah.
I mean, the Jägermeister stage is kind of in the middle of the tiny little one.
Yeah, that's great.
There's always some mad shit going on there. They put on bands, really small bands in there, and because they're playing Bloodstock, those
They're
little
really
bands,
excited.
they try really
Yeah,
hard.
I know, yeah.
They really try hard, and so it's like...
I mean, I know we've spoken about it before, but a few years back when Fueled Hate played that stage, and the fans of Fueled Hate were fucking intense, and they ripped that front barrier apart, didn't they? But that was a fucking good show. But yeah, I like the way they place the Jaeger stage as well, because as you're wandering around, you naturally sort of pass
You'll just hear it.
and
Yeah,
you'll hear it, and when you're going around the market and shit.
So make some time for that as well. And then the last thing I've written down for planning, and actually, the last thing for planning is buy a lanyard. So Bloodstock sell lanyards.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, I've always bought one every year. It's a nice souvenir as well. And actually, the physical lanyard, I've cut off bits of those from my vests in the past.
You have, yeah.
Nice and handy.
I completely disagree. Right? If you buy a lanyard, what you're doing there is you're tucking into your beer and your merch funds.
It's only a £5.
So what you do? Yeah, that's nearly a pint.
It's got
what you do?
It's got the times of all the bands on each day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a little map as well.
No, fuck that. Right? You get your mate who's got one, and you constantly pester him to look at it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, but I'd suggest buy one as well. It's a good souvenir. I like the actual physical lanyard. I do cut them off for vests and stuff rather than use the wristbands. I wonder how they're doing wristbands this year. I wonder if it's just like they're just wiping everyone down.
Yeah, it's contactless.
Yeah, you've got to put wristbands in there, grab one. Big Dan grabs the fistful.
Starts chucking them over the fence to his mates.
Yeah. I wonder how they're doing that. I'd imagine contact. Might they just there'll be one on the table when you walk through.
Do you remember like when we were kids, you had those snap bracelets?
Yeah, one of those. So that's our planning section. Learning.
Yes.
Yes. Second on the list, very important.
We only disagreed on half of that.
Yeah,
that's a record for us.
Well,
man.
next up, I think we're going to agree on all of this. Is hygiene. It's all right.
I've still got some Lynx Africa left.
You've
Christmas,
still got a few bits sweaty here, Dan, 'cause you've got a shower upstairs. Right?
I have, yeah.
Bloodstock's had an extra day this year.
Yeah, 5 days without washing.
So you're going to need to wash. And the showers facilities at Bloodstock aren't the best compared to other festivals. There's like one block of 6 showers, and it's like £4 or £5 a pop to use them.
I only know a handful of people that have ever actually used them.
Yeah, well, there's always a big queue. Like, the queue's massive for it. People queue up in the mornings. It's really long. So a lot of people do use them. So I preferred the baby wipe method in the past.
Yep. At certain festivals before, I have just needed to wash my hair, and I've got a big fucking bucket of water.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And just shampoo my head and then just pour it over myself.
Even like the pound shops I want now, like the collapsible buckets.
Yeah.
So you can pack that in really nicely. Collapsible bucket, go get a fuckload of water, wash hair and that. I've seen people wash their hair in the troughs at the taps before.
Yes, I have, yeah. Just because you're at a festival doesn't mean you've got an excuse to be a stinky bastard.
Buy some fucking deodorant. There's always some smelly cunt in this crowd. They've got their armpits up, they're waving, they're cheering, they're doing all this. Their armpits, you're like, oh, what the hell? Buy some fucking deodorant and use it. It's cheap enough. Go Poundland, buy the deodorant from there.
Or steal it, whatever.
Yeah, just steal it.
Just get some fucking deodorant, please, man.
You can either do get a bucket of water, a bit of soap, and a fucking rag. Wash all the key areas. Sort yourself out.
Oh, what? Do you want a slut shower?
Yeah.
You do your necessaries and your armpits.
Yeah.
Pretty much done, yeah.
Yeah. You'll be much happier, and so will your mates.
Not necessarily in that order.
No. Don't use the same rag on your arse as your face.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. A face rag and an arse rag.
Or 2 separate sides of the same thing, maybe. I don't know.
Lastly, on that as well, hand sanitizer. I've bought some already.
I know that they've
dirt cheap now.
I know Bloodstock have said on their live stream that they're going to have plenty of hand sanitizer stations around and stuff. But yeah, we normally take our own anyway.
Yeah, I've always had some. When lockdowns first started and hand sanitizer, you couldn't buy it in any shop. It was fucking. I raided my festival stash, found unused bottles that I forgot, so I was using that. But yeah, take some of your own, because we've spoken about it before. People saying they get food poisoning at Bloodstock. We don't think.
Like I did. Yeah.
they know it's not food poisoning.
No,
You've not
it
got
was-
food poisoning. Is you've gone and used a Portaloos and then you've not washed your hands.
Mine was because for some reason I was digging through a bin.
You were digging through a bin.
Yeah.
They'd probably been there for about 4 or 5 days before the festival even started.
Yeah,
full of stuff.
because it was one of the traders' bins, wasn't it? Yeah. We'll get more onto that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a bad life choice, that was,
Yeah.
Dan.
If you'd used hand sanitizer.
Dan, I think by that point I would have had to sanitise 90% of my body.
Yeah. But yeah, seriously, take some, use it regularly. I mean, Bloodstock's quite good with the hygiene on the toilets anyway when they've got the hand sanitizer in them already.
Yeah.
Haven't they? But they have actually, Bloodstock have said they're wiping down things more often. They're cleaning stuff a lot more this year. The barrier is getting wiped down a lot more.
Yeah.
The toilets are getting cleaned more regularly, which the cleaning regularly. They used to clean them quite regularly anyway.
Well done for using vowels.
Yes. But now they're doing it even more so. So actually, people who always got a fear about Portaloos, your fears can now be quelled. Apart from our mate Nipple Dick, he's got IBS, hasn't he? So he's
yeah.
he's going to right laugh for that.
No, we're going to right laugh. He's going to have a fucking miserable time.
I think that's hygiene covered nicely. I think. Anything else to add? Take bog roll.
Take bog roll. Take bog roll.
Take bog roll.
Yeah.
Seriously, take your own supply of bog roll. You've been sat in the toilet court short before.
2 years ago, I was sat in the toilet and there was no bog roll. I messaged you.
Shall I just put a
for some
video clip
toilet
here?
roll.
Shall I just put a video
Yes.
clip here? There it is. There he is. Open up.
Cheers, mate. That is friendship. Hello, YouTube.
Is that enough?
What the fuck, Dan? Give me actual more than one square. And ask my big. Cheers, mate.
Budget.
Okay, great.
Budget. Make a rough budget is what I'll put because it's always a bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll put down 4 points here. Merch, food, booze, misc.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's really 3, and anything else I can think of went into misc.
Yeah.
You're going to need to eat food. We've done a video about a way of doing budget food before, but people have their own preferences, do whatever they want.
For me, my budget is going to go merch, some pounds.
Yes.
Yeah. Beer, £300. That's how it's. Yeah.
Yeah. You can look up things. There's things you're going to know beforehand, such like merch prices. I think Bloodstock shirts these days are about 25 quid a pop. You can average £20 a shirt from some of the other vendors and stuff like that. So you can kind of roughly guess. You can plan before how much you want to spend on your merch. But do make a budget. Don't just spend all your money on t-shirts and vinyl, and then have no money for food or drink. Because drink is a very important part of it. Pints in the past were like £4.20, £4.50 a pint. I think it's easily this year going to be over £5 a pint. So you've got to accommodate that.
We do have friends that don't drink.
Weird.
What do they spend their mony on? Do they just have lots of nice things?
They buy vinyls and things that we don't buy.
I've got a lot of records.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have any food, but I've got a lot of booze and records. Do they have nice looking houses and things?
Probably. Fiat Puntos. Lee.
We both drive Dacia Sanderos.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
aware of that. Right. Next point.
Next point. Other than make a rough budget, security.
Security.
Now, this isn't about the Canaries, the chaps in yellow.
Oh, the Showtech guys.
Showtech guys. This isn't about them necessarily. This is about personal security, looking after yourself, personal protection.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, knives are not welcome. So
No.
you can't be shanking anyone.
You can have a couple of you can have a couple of machetes though.
Couple. Only a couple.
Yeah.
So this is mainly about keeping yourself secure. Things like your money.
Yeah.
Use both card and cash. Don't just rely on one completely.
No, never trust in banks. It's just a way for the government to tell how much tax you're not paying.
They're trying to.
The bastards.
They're trying to encourage more card payments, but they will accept cash.
Yeah.
Cash is king, as it always is. To separate your things when. Because if you lose your card, that's all your money gone. They will be cash points on site as well, so you can take your card and withdraw cash when you're there. That's the way Nam does it. She withdraws cash every day, I think, like once a day.
If you're lucky enough to have an emergency credit card, take that.
Because you can cancel your cards quite easily as well if they get stolen. But I mean, have cash. Don't keep it all in the same place, because if you lose that one wallet with your card and your cash in, that's all gone at the same time. Tents. People
every fucking year, somebody takes a shit fucking tent. Someone that we know will take a fucking shite tent.
Yeah.
and they'll either get wet or it'll get ripped.
You're talking about getting wet.
Yes.
I was going to go a different route with the tents. This is about tents getting robbed.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
because we're talking about security, aren't we?
Yes.
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 The points. Back to the points.
Yes. A lot of tent robberies do happen at Bloodstock, right? People will say, "Oh yeah, Bloodstock's a lot safer than other festivals." It doesn't happen. It does still happen.
When you've got 20,000 people in a field,
Yeah.
some of them are going to be a bit cuntish.
Now, what you want to do is don't take stuff that you'll be upset losing. You know, only take shit. People who are raiding your tent are only looking for money
Or phones.
or phones. That's
Or
it.
cameras.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, that's all they're looking for is those stuff. So basically, don't take anything. You know, a lot of people take burner phones.
Yep.
You know, because you can just use a burner phone for the weekend. Give your mates your number, whatever. Install whatever
Dan,
apps you want to it.
I don't think it's called a burner phone when you're not selling drugs.
You're not selling drugs.
All right, okay. I'm just gonna put it out there.
A temporary use phone.
A festival phone, yeah.
But like, no one's raiding your tent and steal your dirty socks and your 15 quid camping chair that you thought's a nice one.
Depends how wet my socks are. But yeah.
So don't keep cash in your tent. Really, keep it on your person. Don't take anything that people are gonna you're gonna lose.
I remember when I was a tender age of 18, I used to have a little padlock that I put on the zips.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only now that I'm 26. I realise how stupid that is because just tents are so flimsy, aren't they?
There's also a big sign that says there's something in here worth nicking.
Exactly, yeah.
If you padlock your tent, people know there's going to be something worth nicking in your tent, and they're going to put a knife through the fucking side of the tent, rip it open, and just walk in. I've never personally had my tent.
No, because you can't take knives, can you then?
No, you can't.
No.
You can't take gas either, Dan, can you?
No.
It's a shame the security's so thorough.
Or Class Bs, but people do.
I remember this bloke walking around with a big fucking block of resin like that. He's like, "Do you want any?" I'm like, "No." it's like got in his hand walking around. But yeah, so don't take anything really expensive that you might lose and you'll be upset about it. You know,
Yeah.
like your phone and stuff like that. I'm gonna take my phone because this is a cheap piece of shit Chinese phone that I could replace for about 50 quid.
Or your nan.
Or your nan. Yeah.
Your nan.
So I think we've covered security fairly enough there. I've written one extra point which doesn't really belong under any category. We might put it under the category of fun.
Oh God.
Yeah. If you see a group of people pushing a bin, follow them.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, there's an activity that takes place with bins, and we know that you know what it is, and it is banned. So do not partake. But there is no rule against watching it.
It's a spectator sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camping. Camping. So this is where you can talk about tents big time, and how people buy shit tents.
People buy shit tents.
Yes.
And people get wet.
We've done a video about this as well.
We have done. We have tested in our Poundland and our Wish video.
Yep.
The Wish video is exceptionally good, to be fair. Which tents to avoid. Which cheap tents to avoid. Mm-hmm. I think my best piece of advice was spend some money on a decent fucking tent.
Go to Decathlon.
Yeah.
And buy a tent. I don't think they sell a shit tent whatsoever. I don't think I've ever seen a shit one in there.
I had it before when I borrowed your old pop-up tent that was like 8, 9 years old.
It's 10 years old at that time.
10 years old at that point.
I mean, that's a decent quality tent. It was 10 years old. It had done so many festivals.
And the zip broke, so we thought, we'd do what everyone tries to do and fix it with a bin bag and duct tape.
Yeah. Does work on some tents, just not that design of tent.
No. I was not dry.
You were not dry.
No.
Yeah, it's going to rain. Buy a decent tent.
Some years it doesn't. But
Rarely.
You've always got to
At some point it rains. Yeah.
You've always got to be prepared for that shit.
Yeah. Anything you don't... You're going to forget something, right? You always forget something. Fat Frank's is there.
Yes. Yeah, the camping shop. Hopefully it'll be there again this year. I can't see it not being. It's been there,
I believe it
I think,
been,
every year.
Yeah.
Since I've been there.
They do pre-orders as well, so if you want to pre-order from them, you don't even want to buy you don't want to take an air mattress because actually they're quite heavy.
Yes.
But you can buy one and then inflate it for you there.
For about tenner, isn't it?
Something
like that. Stupid, yeah.
We're a fairly reasonably priced place. I know I went once and I didn't have a knife and fork with me. I was like, fuck's sake. I bought a load of food. So I was like, I'll just go to Fat Frank's. I think it's £2, £3 maybe for us, which is fair enough amount to pay. I'm not getting ripped off, They're not. It's definitely more expensive than Civi Life, but like, they've got, but it's still, they could charge a lot more for people to still buy it.
Yeah.
So it's reasonable for festivals, their pricing system, which is fair enough. Adding to that as well, you can definitely buy a blanket from them, but it's going to get cold at night for some people. I don't have an issue with it. Never have a problem. But some people
beer jackets.
Beer jackets. Some people really complain about being cold. I'd recommend sleeping with a mate. You know, it helps. Cuddle up, get cosy. Not you.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. But also bring an extra blanket, or you can buy one at Fat Frank's, or a hot water bottle. I've never used one in the past until I went to Germany and Wacken winter nights. We were expecting it to snow. The coldest it got was just -1. It didn't get that cold really. So we had hot water bottles with us, and fuck me, best thing ever.
And in my experience, if you go up to the man at the coffee vendors, and say, "Can I have some hot water from a hot water bottle?" and give them a few pennies, they will fill it up with hot water for you.
They'll also give you hot water for your pot noodles as well.
Yes, yeah.
So you don't have to boil your own, which is handy. Very helpful. Anything else? We're going to bring a chair. Last point on here.
The best thing you can do is bring a chair, preferably with back support.
Back support chair. Seriously needed.
We've done a bit of wild camping as well.
Yeah.
So like the worst thing that you can do in any type of camping is take something spend an entire weekend without back support is like one of the worst fucking things.
Awful.
Fucking horrible. And again, in the event it does rain, you don't want to be sitting on the fucking floor.
You don't want to sit on the wet ground. Worst thing. So yeah, bring a chair, camping chair. Camping chairs, especially the cheap ones that you're going to be buying from places like Tesco and all the other supermarkets, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They are designed for the weight of one person and one person alone. And the reason why so many you will see broken over the weekend is because someone sits on someone else's lap. Usually it's me. Sits on someone else's lap and the chair gets fucked.
I would not advise one of those chairs though.
Yeah.
The type of chairs that I would advise are the aluminium framed ones that are
solid
like director's chair.
And you fold them out.
And they fold them out like that.
Yeah.
They fold side to side.
Yeah.
Because they are a lot more lightweight than the camping chairs and a lot more robust as well.
Yeah, really tough.
Really tough chairs. So
they're just a lot harder to come by.
Fuck me, how far have we fallen? We're talking about chairs.
Fuck. Can I have a cider, please, Dan? Run out of beer.
You know how every time I ask you for a beer, you're really fucking difficult?
No, I can't remember one point where you've asked me for a beer.
Now you're being difficult.
Thank you very much.
By the way, it's not dry.
It's very wet. I've been staring at this for a while, going, I'm going to make a joke about something.
It's very
being
wet.
Dry.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Cheers. Next point then, I guess. Moving on from chairs, it's still campsite related. I've titled this "Be a Tidy Womble."
Be a tidy womble.
Be a tidy womble. Bring some bin bags and use them. Put your shit in a bin bag.
And then put the bin bag in the bin.
And then I've put use bins in brackets if available. Now, for some reason, we're unsure why, but some days there aren't any bins to put the bin rubbish in.
Why would that be?
I don't know. The security seem to have taken all the bins away for one reason or
another.
For
no reason.
No.
Yeah. Just.
I think the last year, did you notice? Last year, so I keep saying last year. 2019, when Bloodstock happened, they tried to get around bin jousting, and it worked successfully by using wheelie bins, and then they take those wheelie bins and fill them up in the big bins. However, that failed because we fucked the wheelie bins a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, the wheelie bins couldn't handle the volume, and they weren't emptying them quick enough. So absolute piles of crap were piling up next to the bins, which were right next to people's tents. And I think with the whole, they're trying to make it a lot cleaner this year, hygiene-wise. They can't have big piles of shit lying around.
No.
So I think they're going to have the biffa bins back.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Either that or just a big fucking skip.
A skip?
A massive fucking
I've seen it at Hellfest before. They put skips around.
Yeah.
You just bring a truck and pick it up, and that's it. Yeah. Fucking works.
Yeah.
Even the big square ones.
I don't know how well the field is suited to getting a skip lorry in and out though. A skip truck.
That's true.
It could be a bit.
Yeah, softer than. Yeah, that's true. Possibly. But yeah, pick your shit up, put it in bin bags, leave it in a pile. We've not been the most tidiest people at festivals, but it's not entirely our fault in the past.
It's mostly booze, to be fair.
Yeah, we have a lot of people come over, make a mess of the place, and fuck off.
Hello.
Yeah. So we're moving campsite to be away from the main strips. We're not as visible. So we're going to try and be a bit tidy wombles. We've got some of the women preparing as we speak. They've bought some extra bin shit for us.
Okay.
They're the ones thinking about this, Dan. We're not. We're just going to.
It's true.
They're going to set up the nice bins for us to use, right? They're buying from Amazon, and then we're just going to throw our cans towards it, and maybe get them in, maybe not.
Can't see that going well.
No. Last point on the being a tidy womble is do not leave your big shit behind. Like, for example, your tent or your air mattresses or anything like that. Take all your shit with you. Now, being slightly hypocritical a bit, aren't we, Dan?
Don't know what you mean, mate.
Don't know what you mean, mate.
I know what you mean.
Because we have left tents behind before. I mean, you left my tent behind. That's what I'm saying that. There may be video footage of us knifing tents.
There might be video footage of our friend Mark knifing tents.
That is very true, actually, yeah.
Not us.
Yeah. That is very true.
So don't drop us in the shit.
Yeah. There we go. Take your tents home with you. I mean, you still could have took your knife tent home with you.
And Mark should not have had a knife. Yeah.
Mark should not have had a
He
knife.
should not have had enough. No.
Yeah, so people like buy shit. People buy shit and then leave it behind. Like,
I felt really.
I understand rubbish. You leave your rubbish behind, like the empty cans and shit like that. But actual things like your tent, people buy a tent, use it for 1 year, and leave it behind.
It's stupid. I felt really bad one year actually because we managed to make a complete fucking mess of our camp, and I looked over like a few meters in one direction, and I saw there was the like members of the Kesis were there and Becky Bolton and that. And they had like completely cleared up everything, and it's left like a not perfectly nice bit of grass there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they know me, and we've left this. They must think we're right cunts right now. You know?
We're trying to be better this year, and that's what
we're trying to improve ourselves as
being tidy somewhat.
Human beings, I suppose. I don't know. Are we? Yeah.
Oh yes, there's an extra note I've added here for any leftover beer on Sunday.
Yes.
On Sunday, any leftover cans will be gratefully taken by a man walking around with a trolley asking for cans. Remember, this happened in 2019. Our friend Michael, he had his trolley, walked around. I don't know what they were shouting, so I didn't follow.
No, I was with them. Yeah. We're going around shouting for any leftover beers, and people gave us a phenomenal amount of beers.
A couple of hundred cans, easy.
Yeah.
It was mostly shit beer. It was like Boddington's and John Smith's.
Yeah, but when you're on the last night of the festival,
free beer is free
people
beer.
want to get rid of their beer, and you want more beer.
So
it's great. Beer at a festival is a tradable commodity.
Yeah.
So you went on a little trek around the campsite, didn't you?
Yes.
Asking people for their spare tinnies.
If they didn't want to drag it back to the campsite.
Or take it home with them. Yeah. So you've got some spare tinnies.
Dispose of it on site.
And you've got this many tinnies. That's a whole trolley, that is it.
So yeah, don't waste your cans. I have we call it scrumping, don't we? Like, festival scrumping. Festival scrumping on the last day, maybe Monday morning.
Yep.
Walk around the festival, just see what you can. People left behind. What you say? I came home with nearly a full case of Brewdog's Lost Lager, which is a premium beer.
That's expensive as well.
And also like a nearly full roll of duct tape and shit like that. Like there's some really cool stuff to get.
And also in doing that, you're helping the clean-up effort.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, look forward to Monday morning scrubbing it. Sometimes I'm really hungover. I look around and go, I can't bother.
That's just us trying to validate ourselves being a couple of pipers. It really is.
Clothing.
Do not turn up at the festival naked. You will get arrested.
Yes, we need clothes. Appropriate clothes for the weather.
Yes. Like,
don't just
everyone wear a bikini.
It goes in with hygiene, and don't just wear the same t-shirt and trousers for the whole weekend, because you're not washing as much properly. So swap out your clothes. Wear appropriate clothes. Footwear is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Wear appropriate footwear. If you turn up with some Converse,
someone every year turns up with Converse, and they just have a miserable fucking time. Have like on the verge of trench foot.
Look after your feet, because they'll, life becomes so much simpler. Get a decent pair of boots. Walk them in.
Decent pair of walking boots or military boots, something like that. Walk them beforehand, or simply if you can't afford military boots, you can get a decent pair of like Dunlop wellies off the internet for about 10-12 quid. Yeah, do that because you're going to be so much happier than walking around in fucking trainers.
Wellies are a great option. Make sure that they're the right size and everything. So I've worn ill-fitting wellies before, and it's not fun.
I have as well. Yeah. Last time I was in Scotland, I wore ill-fitting wellies. Oh, fucking the arches of my feet killed, man. But yeah, get a decent pair of wellies, decent pair of fucking walking boots or military boots. You'll be fucking fine. I know that a lot of people do wear sort of new rocks and things like that. And I'm not too sure how good they are.
I used to own a pair, and I never used them in like serious mud or anything. No. I could never get the right size. They're always sort of slightly wrong size. That's weird. But European, innit? But like,
I can't talk from that perspective myself.
Yeah. They must be. I mean, even if you're adding, just
A lot of
some of them
people
have got
do
the big heels, so that even adding that few extra inches might just get you out of the mud. a bit
Can
more.
you imagine the clean-up operation, cleaning all the fucking mud out from the bits of metal and shit? Afterwards?
Pressure washer at that point.
Pressure washer,
Yeah.
just washing machine.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
yeah, put the washing
fucking
machine,
bollocks. Dishwasher, they got that much fucking metal on them.
Yeah.
Just put it in the dishwasher. Yeah. Fuck it.
No, put
that is
boots.
not solid advice. Do not put
Hang
your
on,
new rocks
Dan.
in the dishwasher.
Can we test putting boots in a dishwasher for a video?
Fuck yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could put a GoPro in the dishwasher. That'd work.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
That's hope. I don't know. Is there a heat?
No,
What-
people
what's the-
have put GoPros
Have they,
in
yeah?
the dishwasher before. I've seen there's video footage of it, yeah. We'll research this properly before we come.
No, what we do is we completely fuck it up like normal, and then ask our patrons for more money.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Last point when it comes to clothing is poncho. Waterproof poncho.
Waterproof poncho, yes.
It's going to rain more than likely. Prepare for rain. Bring spare clothes. Keep your spare clothes in a bin bag so they're dry if your bag gets soaked. But yeah, wear a decent poncho. If you can buy the throwawayable ones, the thing is, you've had a disposable one, you've still got it.
To be fair, I've taken disposable ones, managed
Yeah.
to fold it back up, put it in the same bag,
Yeah.
and it's been great for about 2 years.
You can get more premium ones. That
you can do,
they're
yeah.
not even expensive, but they're like
It's
it's just a great way of keeping yourself dry without having to. Because I've got a big like ski jacket coat thing, which is great keeping you dry, but it keeps you. It's very hot, and it's going to be a very hot rain.
the thing is, there is
hot rain.
That's the thing.
It's
The
very
reason,
humid. It's going to be very humid.
the reason why ponchos are good is they do keep it a bit heat because they're plastic. You know, it's like
Yeah,
wearing a bin liner, but you are going to be doing a lot of walking, a lot of moving around, especially if you're in the arena at the main stage.
Yeah.
Around a lot of people, you're going to be fucking. Some of you might be moshing and shit like that.
Sweaty
you know,
boys.
You're going to be sweaty fuckers. The last
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
you want to be doing is wearing a massive fucking raincoat.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Are Bloodstock doing their own ponchos?
I don't know actually. They always have quite an extensive merch range.
They do,
so
yeah.
I could believe them doing that. Yeah.
Because that would be good.
Yeah.
I'll get one of those and start pissing it down.
Yeah. What about a tracksuit? Do you want a tracksuit?
The flammable kind. Or
It's a Bloodstock tracksuit. They do their own.
I have seen it.
You
Yeah,
have seen it, yeah.
I've seen that one.
We
Yeah.
can test its flammableness.
Why do we always cut something up with a chainsaw or set it on fire? Or can we not just have nice things at some point in time?
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Until we've burnt everything that we own, which we're close to doing. All right.
I think we've covered clothing there.
Yeah. All right.
Setting it on fire. My last point here is have fun. I've written down. Don't get too stressed. We've known people that
Have a good time.
have a good time
All the time.
all of the time. So we know people who get too stressed. Some things can be quite stressful about it. Like the queue, for example, dragging your shit from the car park to the queue.
That is the only thing that I do not like about Bloodstock Festival.
Fucking hate that bit.
It's a bit that I enjoy the absolute fucking least.
It's not even that far.
It's not that far. You know, I think the problem is, and it's nothing they can really do about it because the layout. It's because the path is like that.
Yeah.
And after a few thousand people have walked on it, it gets sort of muddy and people take their trolleys on it, their trolleys get stuck and tip over and shit. Yeah, it really is a.
That's why you said the wheelbarrow is the best option.
A proper wheelbarrow, not a fabric one, a proper wheelbarrow with a proper inflatable tyre at the front. I did that one year, put all my stuff in the wheelbarrow, had no fucking problem. In fact, I remember getting close to the front gates and I was waiting for everyone else to catch up for about half hour because I was having fucking hell on that mudslide.
Yeah. And you said to me the other day, I don't know how I'm going to get everything to Bloodstock. And I was like, well, don't use the wheelbarrow.
Do you know what we did with the wheelbarrow, Dan?
Yeah,
we set it on fire, didn't we? That's exactly what I'm fucking talking about, Dan. We got to stop destroying shit, setting it on fire.
We might have to borrow a wheelbarrow. Sure, we could get down Wicks and get a fucking new wheelbarrow.
My patio's fucking destroyed because we fucking blew it up.
To be fair, that's mostly your dad.
You were there.
Oh, I
laughing.
was there laughing, hiding from the fucking fireman. He's had.
What the neighbours
The
hate.
point I was getting to,
Anyway.
some people get quite stressed, especially we've seen people have domestics and stuff like that.
Stay away from drama.
Stay away from drama.
If you're going to be directly included in it,
If
but
you-
stay close enough so that you can laugh at it
and enjoy it
from a distance.
yeah. If you are having troubles, the Samaritans do have a little tent there. They're always open for a chat.
On an actual deadly serious note, if you are suffering from anxiety or something like that, or remember your fucking meds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, in fact, for any medical condition, remember your fucking meds. And that goes without saying, but
So, because you don't, we know people who we've got one friend who just turned up first day, left straight away because he was fuming for whatever reason.
Yeah.
We know other people have done it too. They've left after a very short period of time. You spent a lot of money on this festival. You spent a lot of money buying new equipment and stuff like that, and you want to go and have a good time.
Happened to a friend of mine back in 2007 at Download Festival, I think it was. Yeah, he fucking... He had an episode and ended up going home and ended up regretting it.
Yeah.
Like massively regretting it.
Yeah. If you need to stay around, probably the best thing is if something's happened or you're not happy about something, it's a big festival, there's a lot of things to see and do. Go fuck off and do something on your own for a bit. Go to see a new band, go do the axe throw if you want to get out a bit of rage maybe.
And like I said, if you're feeling that low, there are Samaritans there. Especially if you've been drinking a lot. I see a lot of people who get very, very drunk, they start to feel happy, get very sad.
Yeah.
Samaritans are there. I got drunk one time, became very, 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 very happy, and then decided to tell Samaritans how fucking happy I was. Because they're the only ones awake, and I really wanted to eat chips at like 3 in the morning. So,
So I think we've covered having fun. Go join in with stuff. Bloodstock's a great festival where there's things happening in the campsites. And after if you see a group of people over there and there's just cheers and some noise happening, something's definitely going on. Just walk over and watch. You might be able to go join in because there might be something really funny going on.
I remember me and our friend Pavel one time, we were going around the campsite in the small hours in the morning. There was some blokes having like a full-on footy match.
Yeah, like a five-a-side.
Yeah, it was great. There's always something happening to just fucking make you happy. Yeah, and don't forget, there's also the after band entertainment.
I've never been to it.
I haven't been at Bloodstock. No. Mainly because by that point, I just want to go back with my mates, have a laugh, have a few beers, have some fun. But there's always that. And there's I don't know if they're going to be putting on the movie.
I've not heard anything about that. They've got the gaming thing though.
They've got the gaming arcade this year.
Looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Fingers crossed that's a good
kind
thing.
of.
Yeah. Maybe it might. We were saying there might be a Mega Drive or something you can play, and then Dan's like, well, I've got one. You can just come around mine and play it.
Exactly. I mean, I've got most retro. I've got most old game consoles from when we were growing up.
I just think if there's like a pinball machine or something like that, we can set ourselves a high score, and then we're like, try and beat that kind of thing.
You've seen how shit I'm at pinball.
Yeah.
No.
But yes, have fun, have a good time, all of the time. I think that's a good point to end.
Should we do the bullshit YouTuber thing where we do the buy the merch, do the Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook bullshit? Do that.
Well, I think you've just covered it all there. Right?
No, do it in a non-silly voice.
No, I think that works.
Yeah. Buy one of those t-shirts because that helps us a lot.
Yeah, we've got patches too.
We do have patches, yes.
Yeah, link in the description. Because someone messaged the Facebook page saying, "Have you got where do I buy the things from?" It's not link.
People don't read the bollocks box down below. They don't. No. It's people that joined our Discord server and they've said, "Oh, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, but I never knew you had a Discord." Well, it's been going like 4 years. Yeah.
Links in every video.
Links in every video.
So do all those things. We'll see you all at Bloodstock. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We haven't really planned a meet-up this year.
No,
because I mean, previously the idea was we did a meet-up so that if anyone needed to meet us, they could do at that whatever point. That one specific time we were going to be in that one specific place.
Yeah.
And the idea was that it'd make our campsite less busy. And that didn't work in the slightest.
No, not at all. No.
So we're going to be in a completely different place and hopefully be out of the way of everyone. But I don't know, if you see us around and you want to say hello, come say hello. Don't be like, oh, kind of. Some people are like, oh, I saw you, but didn't want to say anything. It's like, just come over, say hello. It's fine, we're nice-ish.
And that'll be really. See, it's weird when that happens because suddenly you become the really sort of, sociable one, and I become the socially awkward one.
Yeah, which is the wrong way around, isn't it?
It's the wrong way, yeah, completely.
I'll take a picture, and usually what happens is I take a picture with people, and that goes in the video.
Yeah.
I spend the whole Bloodstock taking fuckloads of pictures.
You never put the fucking camera down.
No, it's great.
Document
the festivals because I love watching back old videos, and it's like you're looking back, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. Memories. Great.
I look back and I go, I can't believe I fucking did that.
You look back and you're like, look how young everyone looks. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people in our friends group, they were like just about 18. Bloodstock, 20, like 16, 17. And now we're going to be like, imagine like 10 years. Everyone's going to be fat and old. Like, you can pinpoint then when it all went downhill for them. It's when they started hanging around with us.
Like salt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bye. That was an outro.
Those.